Yeah, buddy. See, that was easy. I don't know what you guys flying that other stuff. You fly Hawaiian, brother. Check it is quick. I did it in under a minute. That's gangster. Anyway, gang, today we are in there. We are in there. Yes, we are still week one. Actually, technically week two, because I don't know about your calendar, Tony. 7 days in the week. No, I'm just clowning. I'm clowning. Yes, technically, week two starts tomorrow. So yeah, there's that. There's that. There's the thing. There's the thing. All right, gang. We're gonna dive in today. I just want to give you some updates about things that we're doing here on the channel now, and just changes that are going on. Give you an idea to look into what content strategy looks like, and I kind of want not just me to tell y'all. I want everybody to share what their content strategy looks like coming into the new year, and talk about some changes that are be going on. This might be light. This might be light. But of course, if you got any questions about content creation as we go over these things, by all means, please dive in. I'm going to request that you refrain from asking other craziness things, but um, but hey, if something you got to do, you got to do. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Dina? Good to see you here. I'm just curious as to why the dogs are so dang excited. Ooh, we've been over here messing with stuff, man. I swear, every week, every week. I want a thing. I'm gonna have to tell the boys. I want a button to hit reset the way it was before I press live. After I do it, just like put everything back, quick cleanup type of situation. All right, so everybody is in the building. Let's get after it. Let's get after it. Okay, so um, one of the first things, of course, we've been talking about this a little bit over the last couple of weeks, but I would like to give a reminder for people who missed it, or maybe people who even struggling with the fact of letting go. But uh, yeah, I want to give everybody permission to take this opportunity to do a full as restart. You know what I'm saying? And wait, no, Keely. No, I'm joking. Man, I have so many thoughts. I have so many thoughts right now. Jesus, this World Cup is driving my face crazy. Anyway, yeah, this is a great opportunity to hit the reset reset Barton. This kid I went to school with. Hit the reset button, and forgive yourself for whatever you've done this year, and get ready to start again. And again, I'm going to tell you right now, like today is the 10th. You basically got 21 more days left in this month. Don't wait and be like, okay, in January 1st, I'm going to start again. Start now. Be on a like slight jog when you turn the corner into the new year. So you're already in flow. Nothing like starting cold on the first day, because that first week is going to slow you down. You know what I'm saying? All right, see, Dana's first up to the plate, always represent nailing down those 5 pillars of content. See, I think people need to get their pillars together. And speaking of which, yeah, that's something I got to discuss with you guys too. And I'm hoping that I get the feedback that I want. But if I don't, then it just tells me that I'm doing the right thing by asking. All right. So I'm sorry. I don't know why, but I feel a strange need to tweak my mic right now. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. It's just one of those things. All right. That should be better. Now, the weird part is, why is my speakers making noise? All right. There you go. There's that. And then we should be kicking. No, we're cooking with Pam. Okay. Anyway, so I'm I'm interested in what are you planning on, like how are you going to tackle it? And I want to get and give you permission to hit the reset button. So let's just say one of the things I hear every day is I bought X and I still don't know how to use it, right? All right, cool. This is your chance to get in there and use it, right? Um, the other situation would be I have been working on, XYZ for a hot minute, and I'm not quite getting the traction that I want. That's a tough one because I want more traction than I got. Everybody in the chat would probably want more traction than they got. You're going to have to let that one go. You're going to have to adjust your thought process to the traction you get is the traction you get. What can you do to make it better? Right? I think even some of the people that have extremely large channels, right? I mean, extremely large channels probably want more traction than they got. I think people assume that creating content means people are automatically going to watch you. And this is the frustration of really good content creators. I know it was for me, but I banged my head against a wall for well over 10 years. And the minute I stopped trying to figure out why and just start making the content better, doing all the things necessary to make the content connect, I started to see better traction. I think I can say I think because this was me. I come from a professional video background. I know how to create all myriad things. Some of the original stuff that I created, maybe at that time wasn't as much YouTube, but on Vimeo. But if you go on my Vimeo channel, I got podcast Shadow on Red from like 2009, you know? And just assume that throwing a $100,000 camera at it and a $15,000 mic was going to somehow do something. It doesn't work like that. TikTok has proven that, right? Let me see if I can pull up one of these old crusties. Yo, this ought to be hilarious. Yeah, it just doesn't work like that. So what happens is people get in their head like I bought all of this stuff and I'm doing all of these things and it should just work, and it doesn't really work like that. I think there's the fallacy. The fallacy is you can just throw money at this and you can't. You might need to pull that sucker back, start from the absolute basics, and go with a particular plan or a particular direction. I think what's happened with a lot of people is they don't understand full on like what direction they should be traveling in, because you're just haphazardly throwing the proverbial spaghetti at the wall, hoping that it proverbially sticks. And it doesn't work like that. I'm going to show you this video real quick. I don't think I'm going to play it, but oi, hoy, that's loud. Oh God, that was loud. Don't do that. All right, let me show you this real quick. Hey, what is up, Mr. R2? You guys are going to laugh at this, but it's okay. Rakuten, go away. This video is from 11 years ago. This was shot 11 years ago on Red One, and this microphone, I want you to go, if you crazy, Sammy's around somewhere, you could look this bad boy up. That is a Sony C800. That, my friends, brand new back then, is almost a $20,000 mic. And there's me and Jerome and a couple of iPads just doing third episode of a podcast. Cause I was like, if everybody else is, doing their podcast with a bunch of rubbish equipment, speaking in the Yetis, I'm going to come correct and bring a professional mic, professional camera. And these are like two Joker Bug. Let me check something. No, that looks good for me. I don't think that's me. Somebody, if you find this something else, let me know. It sounds fine here. Two Joker Bug lights. So there's probably like $5,000 worth of lighting. And, it is, it's the same thing, right? Right. This is true, Renee. This is exactly true. This is probably right before or right after we came back from Macworld. So I just want you to know that you can strip everything down and start again. When you're watching, Renee, if you're watching, some of the other content creators, Matthew, whatever, and you're seeing all of their stuff, you're thinking, oh, in order for my videos to get that good, I need to buy a bunch of stuff. I just want to fix that real quick, because somebody in your family or friends that, married well or got a good job or hit the lottery or whatever, they got a very expensive car and can't drive. So the equipment itself isn't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that you just need to know you can start again, back up. Maybe even the thing that you say you plugged in that you don't know how to use, but you bought it, but you think that's somehow slowing your content, well then unplug it. Go back to your basic mic, your basic lighting, whatever, create some content, and then add that back in and start all over again like you just took it out of the box. Start with the instructions again, go watch a couple of videos again, and whatever. Like it is okay to wipe. Paul and I, a month ago, we completely wiped our Rodecaster Pros and started again. You know what I mean? So it can happen. Um, Sorry, that was my sister texting me, asking me about rent a car stuff. I don't know why that making noise, but let me put it on. Leave me alone, girl. Ta-da! So yes, you can strip back and start again. It is absolutely okay to strip back and start again. YouTube doesn't care what equipment you're throwing at it. you know, the thing that's going to matter for you is again, and we will repeat this, and we repeated this last year. This time, we're probably going to have to repeat it again because everybody thinks there's a magic bullet, and there is not. You have to just be consistent, and you have to create content. I'm going to tell you something real quick. Let me come back and I got a brand new How PR40 in the box right there. I need to set it up next year and play with it. Let me give you a quick little backstory on Renee, and this is a proof positive of what you can do. Like Renee said in a comment back there, we met around 2009. It was a little bit before 2009. Renee started writing articles basically around iPhone, right? When iPhone came out, Renee just decided to pick that topic matter. And you had iPhone and Android. And at that time, of course, Apple in 08, 09, Apple and Samsung were in a fisticuffs about all myriad things. And I swear, all of us who were writing tech writing at the time, we would be like, oh man, I got to hurry up and get this article out for the week, right? I think at TUAW, I was responsible for about 3 a week. Most of us were responsible for about 3 a week. There's Renee and Brett Terpster would write like 5, 6 articles a day. And I don't mean, okay, this is funny, and maybe this is only something Renee will understand, but there were the articles like, this is a new Moment case. Moment's just introduced a bunch of new cases. You can get them in black. You can get them in blue. They also have a red and a mustard. What's really cool about these cases is you can attach like a glass filter to protect your lenses. And now with these, you're able to add additional lenses to your case. For more information, check out moment.com. That was considered an article. Renee and Brett didn't do those articles. They went deep. And there was a handful of people working at that level at that time. And it was legitimately, I could probably name you all of them. There was Renee, there was Gruber, there was David Sparks and Katie Floyd together at that time, and Brett Terpster, and I'd give one more, maybe J-Top, Josh Topolsky. That was it. Everybody else in our field, we were crapping out maybe 2, 3 articles, a lot of them product focused like that, but these guys were going deep. So through the process of just hammering, basically single-handedly, we were the biggest like fish on the block at TUAW, and the guys like Gruber and Renee just went just like this, right past us, and to the point where AOL tried to make us marry Engadget and we all quit. So just trust me, you can come from out of nowhere by yourself and put in the level of work it takes to smoke an entire established thing. We were freaking AOL. We were highly established. We were well respected in the community. And literally, literally like Renee just ran right through us, like a freight train. Renee says, Marquez has been filming a lot on his iPhone as a camera. Yes. Oh, my God. I've been watching those, and they're great. You want to see what I'm talking about? Talk about going back to basics. And this is what I was saying. I think that more of us should get into doing this, right? Now, yeah, I bought a $40 cage and a handle. So what? Actually, I bought two of them because I'm psycho. But this is cool. Like you can just grab it. It's so stable. You just bam. You want to shoot yourself, not like that kind, but you want to video yourself. You can just hold it like this and be like, "Hi guys, this is Doug Ruck." Um, really simple setup, nothing crazy. You can literally just do it like this. You don't have to, mount it upon something if you do not wish. But I've been showing you guys about shooting these videos without doing a lot of editing, just putting them out. See, the YouTube people have said, oh, in order to get people to watch your video, they have to be like hypercut, bam, 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 bam. They have to do all of this stuff. Yes, if what you're talking about isn't super enticing, right? But if I'm going to tell you how to save money on your car insurance by switching to Geico, or if I'm going to show you, like how to cut your mortgage payments in half, no, I don't need 1,000 cuts. I need you to come in, feed me the information, and turn it off, right? I need you to engage with the people in the audience, talk story about it, let's build a community. But the hypercut stuff, yes, it does work. It isn't necessary if the content you have is also good. I believe a lot of that is, this is going to sound crazy. So anybody have any other thoughts on this, please let me know, because this is my brain right now. I think the people that are pandering to, she's after. She's actually more, yeah, and she fits in this category, but she's a little bit different. Actually, she was one of the best in the game. But yeah, I think at that particular time, she was tailing off, actually, not ramping up. Really weird. Anyway, I want to bring something to your attention, and I want to make sure that you let this sink in. I think when you look at the people that are telling you to do like hyper fast, hyper cut, whatever, their audience is the attention deficit generation. Our audience isn't that. Our audience might actually be turned off by your hyper edits. Run that back. Run that back. Listen to it again. Are you turned off by hyper edits? Does hyper edits bother you? If it does, then maybe you should stop trying to do that, because Daryl said, Daryl is working with creators who just moved out of their mama's house. And he's good at it. I mean, he's really, really good at it. And he considered the Godfather. He's one of the smartest people in the game. But I think a lot of people are talking about the audience the way that the TikTok generation looks at stuff. Most of us in this chat, our audience is not the TikTok generation. Our audience is not gamers. Our audience is people who are fed up, got a mortgage, got a 9 to 5, and they're trying to learn something that is very difficult. I just come to the realization that if I sat here and fed you guys hyper edits, it might throw off some of, my moderator aged people. You know what I'm saying? Wait, I just realized this was on. Sorry, it's bothering me, so it has to be bothering you. Go inside. Come here, come out. There you go. This came free with something that I bought, and it's actually pretty cool, but it's blinding the heck out of me. Now you got a siege. Off. Dude, off. How do you turn this thing off? Hold down the button. There we go. There you go. So I don't know what that's for, but anyway, it came with this gigantic lens. Somebody said, oh, this lens is really good for your phone. This lens is whack. Anyway, yeah, so I think the hyper edit might actually be what you're struggling with, because you're like, oh, now I got to learn how to be Doc, or now I got to learn how to be Luis, and you might not need to, right? I don't think the hyper edits are going to, work for Keely explaining how referees should, deal with, stick grass wrestling. It's not, I don't think it works like that. So a lot of you, right, it's almost like someone telling you that the best way for you to lose weight is to go down to a 900 calorie a day diet. That might fit somebody. I'm pretty sure they don't fit nobody in this chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think any of us need to be there. And so you can't just take that type of advice off the shelf and run with it. We literally did what they told us to do for like a year and it doesn't work. Why? Our audience ain't hearing that. You know what I mean? Now, here's a prime example. I just seen Hannity pop up in the building. Where she go? Bam, bam, bam. Right? There you go. So this might work for Baby Girl's channel, but it won't work for Hannity's channel, right? They're doing it as, a family thing, right? This might not even work for, Son's channel. He's a little older. That the Baby Girl channel might do that because that's what their cartoons do. That's what their TV shows do. That's the things that they work in. Even, hey, check this out. Their songs are 2 minutes and some change. We had songs 2 minutes and some change that was an interstitial. That was just that was Biggie popping up on the album to say some kind of weird skit. My joints is more John Blaze than that. The skits on Ready to Die are longer than the average brand new track today. The skits on 80s and 90s hip hop albums are longer than Rock T-shirt, not many artists. I mean, that song, you can't even get a full use of the bathroom out in the middle of that song. That just, so why would you listen to that and start making your content that way? So I don't know. I think it's time for us to pull back, get mad basic, sorry, Keels, spend some time shooting with this. Everybody got one. Everybody has at least until 10 or 11. I don't think anybody's behind that. Take this out and post up and start shooting. Or do what I've been doing recently. Turn Ecamm on, press record, sit right there, say what you got to say in as tight and concise method as possible. Now, in supposition, let's say you are and then just pull those out, okay? But don't hyper edit. Don't be like... You don't have to. You may not have to. If your audience likes it, keep it going. But ask your audience. Never mind listening to what I say. Ask your people. Yo, people. Right? Speaking of ask your audience, real quick, let me check this comments real fast. Bam, bam, bam. Yes, fast-paced editing is a storytelling tool, a tactic to implement, not a strategy. See, that's why you brought Renee in the building. Yes, not a strategy. So maybe only for the intro, transition title, maybe nothing. Use tools with the purpose. Right. Don't just use tools for the sake of using tools. I have seen people put weird transitions or whatever in spots where they didn't go and it broke the story, not helped the story. Right. In a way, it's a way to shock that attention. And again, people say, oh, you got to shock the attention because human beings have attention of a goldfish. Not us older folks. We got the attention of a shark. So our audience are used to 20 minutes of commercial on an hour-long show. Right. John Weissman does a B-roll section at the end of each recipe video. It's because a bit of his audience looks forward to it. Okay, see, I understand. Too, I love Josh. Like his videos are really good. His videos are really, really good. Boom, let's check on you. Okay, so speaking of asking your audience, I've had a bit of an epiphany. So you guys know that I'm taking off. I'm going to Kyoto. It's not Kyoto, it's Kyoto. It's 2 syllables. Kyoto, Tokyo. Here's a funny thing. You might not know this. Back in the day, the original capital of Japan was in Kyoto. And that was when you had the aristocracy, like they were all bougie, whatever, and they didn't really let regular people do certain things, right? They were just kind of high-nosed. So what happened is, after some fights and some feudal periods and, myriad things like that, the capital moved to Edo, E-D-O, Edo. And that is modern-day Tokyo. Fun fact, the kanji for Kyoto and Tokyo. So capital city turned into East Capital. So there you go. You've been Japan history. I'm a Japanese history major. So yeah, it's funny. And the amount of people that turn both of those cities into 3 syllables hurts my face. It's Kyoto and Tokyo, not Tokyo and Kyoto. All right. Anyway, so I'm going there and I'm a content creator. I'm not going to not make content, but I was a little bit worried about putting just like random ass Japanese content in the middle of this. But I've always said I'm not really about the algorithm until Renee gives me the absolute secrets of how it actually works. I'm not caring about the algorithm. I care about you guys. So I always say if you're in a situation where you have to put something on your channel that doesn't fit, just ask them for permission. Okay. And then you can do it. So I don't want to go create some whole brand new Japan channel, right? But I want to share some of the stuff that I do there and learn there because to me, one of the reasons why I love going so much is it sparks levels of my creativity that I just don't get at home. I get the same feeling when I go to the Bay because there's so many creative people in the Bay. Every time after Macworld, we come back on fire and, create funny looking masterpieces like this. So, like, it was something about the Bay that just would get the juices going, right? It would just get the juices going. Same thing when I go to New York. After I come back from home, I'm fired up. I'm like, ugh, I'm going to LA tomorrow. That won't happen in LA. But something about the Bay, something about coming back from New York or coming back from Albany, hanging out with all of you guys, you're just on a different level of, and then, you get in there, you do your thing. So Japan is one of those cities. So I want to share some of the things about Japan, but at first I was thinking I got to force myself into making it be sort of content centric, and I don't think I have to do that. If you guys tell me I got to do that, I'll make it work, right? But yeah, I would love to just share. I would love to share with you some of my love for what I call my hometown, and not have to force it into this is how you get good lighting and you're standing in the temple. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? So anyway, there might be some randomness to this, but there also might be some things that you might get out of it just from watching how the sausage is made. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, would you guys mind if I sprinkle in a little furikake? You know, the little green like seaweed pieces you see on the rice ball? Furikake. It means to sprinkle. Furikake means to sprinkle. So there might be some random furikake over the next 2 weeks, and then back to full ass, content creation yelling in January. Anybody got a problem with that? Let me know in the chat, and then we'll just take a poll. So I guess Paul, there you go. Thank you. You know who's always first to the plate? Elaine. Thank you, Elaine. Right? Renee says, I got to see this. Renee says, secret of the algorithm, it follows the audience. Make a video your audience love, so they'll click and watch, and then they'll want to watch another one of your videos and another, and you're golden. Yes, what we've always been saying. If you can make people start that session time and stay in there, you're good. You're absolutely good. Jay Nice, what's up, mommy? Good to see you here. All right. And the fact that Aubrey and Elaine already voted, the rest of y'all kind of asked out. Because that's two of my favorite peoples. I'm sure we can negotiate a price for that. You're silly. Thank you. Oh man, see, Todd said it in the best way. I think that's true. It is a part of me, and part of me teaching you guys all of this stuff is sharing parts of me, right? Like, I don't know how everybody else would feel about it, but okay, I'm gonna give you a little example of what I mean. Our friend R2, who's hanging out with us today, thank you R2 for being a part of this, is, from what you guys know, a tech maven, a fantastic, person when it comes to everything Apple and everything, in the tech space. And, Renee's been in the game forever. I know that Renee is in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I would love to see one time just a whole video about the love for BJJ and how that is the type of stuff that can keep him from catching a creative burnout. Because if you've been in the edit room for too long and you need a break, how do you take a break? Renee, throw some rolls in. Couple of rolls, bam, back in action. Worked up, take a shower, sit back, go back into the room, freshly rolled it out. right? So my friends, they all say when they have a bad day at work, they just got to go to the gym and roll it out. You know, everything is, hey man, after this, I got to roll it out. Why? Wife is pissed off. I need to get the hell out of the house. Let's go roll it out. You know what I mean? One of my friends runs a gym here, and that's a very common, statement. So I wonder if when Renee gets verklempt from content creating or dealing with work or whatever, if he often just, I need to go roll it out. And if that's the case, share that with the audience because that's a part of you, right? We know that and we love you, so share that with people. Like I think it would be perfectly fine to just pop up in there one day and roll it out. You don't have to be at the gym. No one has to see you rolling if you don't want to see that. Maybe other people in the gym don't want to see that, but you could just come back with the towel, like doing the hair and wiping the beard and be like, yo, I just came from rolling it out because, hey, bunch of edits wasn't working. Computer was acting stupid. I'm in the middle of, getting ready to show you this new M2 Mac Mini. And I was like, I needed a session. So I went and rolled it out with my homies. You know what I mean? Or working on my third strike, whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's what I mean. You don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to share a little bit of you with your content. I think it makes people build the deeper relationship with you, and then they want to ride dirty with you harder because they know you, not just the polished you. Boom. Yes, ask your people. It's such a simple concept, but to get feedback, you can't do it with surveys. You really need to pick up the phone, go meet your customers and their nuances. I have the benefit of having a meeting, once a week with my people, so I can ask them face to face, kinda. But Ben is right. Don't just be like, here's the poll, guys. Like it helps, but I think it's better if you can say to your folks, here in here room. See, there you go. That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. And people would just love that. People would love that. That is very, very good. That is very, very good. Let me see. Paul did put it up there. Everybody, the poll is just yes. I don't think there's two parts to this poll, Paul. Maybe I just can't see it, but it's funny. It looks like it says yes. I love it. All right, let's see. Hannity says, hey fam, I just want to say thank you for always keeping it real and dropping gems. We released our first video on the fam channel. Oh, nice. And thank you again for all your inspiration. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. There we go. Ben says, sometimes your questions lead to deeper and more insightful questions. I like that. Thank you. Hella cool videos from Japan, please. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's almost like you need a community. Yes. Discord for creators coming in with the hot, cool segue. All right. So let me run through the content program again real quick. What I'm planning to do for this beginning of the year. Keely mentioned in her chat earlier, she's going kind of all in with Twitter and LinkedIn. I'm going to go kind of deep on LinkedIn. I'm still going to keep making reels because I just love it. It's just fun to me. And I'm still dabbling with the TikTok thing. Like, I think the TikTokification of the world is real. I know that TikTok doesn't necessarily turn instantly into conversions, but everything for me isn't about conversions. Everything for me is about teaching and spreading the community. The conversions help. I'm not dumb, but it's not the end all be all, right? For me, getting more people to do what we do is so important because I think everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has a song to sing. People just need healing. And I think some of the best healing ever is having conversations with people you like, right? I know that, whenever we would have our once a year meeting in San Francisco, I'd go to the studio in Petaluma to see Renee and Leo do their stuff live. I'd always get a chance to, chat with Andy and Nako. We had a bar across the street from Macworld called The Chieftain. We would roll in and all of the guys from Mac Observer, Brian Chavez, Jeff Gammon, Kelly Gumont, all of the squad we would all just get together, hang, and spend a week with ourselves. We'd have a big party at this thing, called the Mac Party where the band would play. And that coming together once a year was so important. It was such a highlight for all of us in the space at the time. And it shows you what community can do, So I think it's important that you get an opportunity to foster that where you can. So I know for a fact that for some people that was going through things with themselves or their parents or their health or whatever, having an opportunity to come to San Fran once a year and just kick it with the whole squad was like a respite from this day to day, right? So this is your opportunity to be a safe haven for someone. Someone is struggling with the same thing with, with you. Yes, Todd, I am. Todd's in Japan. You have KFC on Christmas. It's a long story. We'll talk about it later. Maybe I'll do that as a live from Japan. Definitely going to get a bucket on Christmas Day. Uh, get a bucket of chicken on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day. Some of them like it a little spicy. I hate original. Give me extra crispy. Never mind. Anyway, spitting bars about chicken. I think that my goal, I told you, I did a calculation. 2023 divided by 365 is 5.6. So I'm trying to crank out 5.6 pieces of content every day on LinkedIn and to have a full ass measurement of what is the difference in concentrating on the platform with that level of like laser focus, that level of like, snipe in you versus just posting when you feel like it. Like, what does it look like? And so I'm going to be sharing that. I bought the domain 2023 Create. Anybody want to challenge yourself? Pick a platform and commit to dropping 5 posts a day on that. And then, share your info, share the hashtag 2023 Create, hashtag 2023 Create, 2023 Create. Share that on whatever platform you're on. I'll follow the thing, and then we'll talk about it. Someone let the squirrel out of the cage. Is Kelly, do you recognize me from Twitter? Kelly, your Twitter avatar is Kermit the Frog. That's funny. That's super funny. Verso is always one of the funniest people out there. Funniest people out there. Man, your songwriting career is safe, Elaine, with me. Just let me let you know. So, in sharing that, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a lot of content towards LinkedIn. I'm going to be creating a lot of videos here and just going deeper in on the coaching. Now, here's a crazy goal I'm set for myself. And it might be a little bit psycho, but I'm going to try. I would like to grow the Discord community to like 500 by the summer, and I'd really like to grow it to 1,000 folks by the end of the year. Just like YouTube and any other platform, Discord too has some weird things where you have to have a certain amount of certain in order to get various things to pop off, right? So I don't know why all these platforms do that, but that's what they do. So I have some thoughts there that I would like to get to, and I think it would allow me to do other things. So yes, I want to grow the Discord community, and I want to grow it in a big way. One of the reasons for that is Discord has already told me, and this is on me, I'm not putting it on y'all, but Discord has told me that in order to maintain our server status the way we have it now, there needs to be more talking in Discord community. Okay, cool. So that means that's up to me as a community leader to foster more of that, right? To foster more conversations, more questions asking. We got some leaders in there. We got some, Kevin Cox, who always be up in the Discord, got something to say. Keely's always in the Discord, got something to say. Well, because she's a server manager. But there's some of y'all be coming in and doing your work. Like, I see some people asking questions, doing things like that. But yeah, we're just going to have to crank up the heat in the Discord. So that's definitely on my list of things to do. And I did something cool this week. You guys remember last week, we were setting up the server, doing some things to get the membership squared away, the subscription part squared away. And then I did like a marathon runner, hit right into the brick wall. Booyaka! And I was like, Chile! I had the white flag. I was like, Chile, please, Miss Maple Syrup Lady, help me. So I went to discordforcreators.com. There's a little button over there, and it says you can buy a Discord mental health therapy session with Keely Dunn. So I caught two of those bad boys, and I was like, all right, girl, look, your man's is stuck. And I'm so glad I did, because while I was on the right track, I was about to make a turn that could have just messed everything up. And luckily, we were able to figure out some things as we're setting up mine. So I guinea pigged it, right? We were able to figure out some things as I set up mine, that when you go to set up yours, you shan't run into these problems, because you will talk to Keely before you jack it up. And with that being said, let me show you what we had did. And then, wait, I got this part here, and that's the browser. But let me pop this over to the Discord real quick. Discord, zoom, boom. So we got it all set up now, and here's the way this is fitting to work. The We have our don't zoom in, be on the Discord. We have our bronze level is going to this. All of the people that are currently on bronze, you guys are now silver. Okay, you've been promoted. Everybody who's on gold, you guys are still on gold. Look out, silver folks are coming for you. The majority of what we do, that what you're used to, is going to be kind of sort of the same. But the people that were from the old legacy plan, you're basically bronze now, and you can choose to stay there or not, right? So here's how that breaks down. If you are a bronze member, you're basically supporting the server and supporting the general musings and phraseologies and doc dictionary of myself and our ever growing family. You will get access to special news and updates, right? You will get to be part of the Drop Squad chat, where this is where, if you're in the general chat, yeah, you get your answers, your questions answered. Drop Squad chat is a little bit more active, because the people that are in the Drop Squad are normally a little bit more on their game. And so they're more into being communal, because this is what they do. They're trying to grow as well, right? So there's a lot of activity happening in there. And then we have a thing called the Drop Squad Lounge. That's where you're going to see your events. So like today, after the stream, we're going to have a little after party. We hang out in the All Drop Lounge. That's over here on the side. Actually, they in there right now. The hell y'all doing in here? Look, see, this is people hanging out in there. Oh, it's Keely and Aubrey. Good thing y'all wasn't drinking or smoking, 'cause I know what happens in this place. And then Paul. All right, wait. Now I lost where the heck I was. You know what? Discord needs a back button. Oh, I know where I was. I was up here. The Discord doesn't need that. That's just me. It needs to stop being crazy. And then let me hang up on Keely real quick. Don't tell her I did that. Okay, so you're going to be in here, and we do random get-togethers. Sometimes I'm opening something. Sometimes I'm teaching something I'm trying out. I'm practicing before the stream. Pre-shows, after shows, random access streams, things like that go off in the All Drop Lounge. The people that are currently bronze, you guys are now silver. Welcome to your new promotion, right? You guys get all of the above that these folks got, but you also get to be part of the co-working rooms, where we open up, we hang out in there, afternoons, whatever, and we just work. So you're not working by yourself. You got homies, right? You can have a little light conversation. We don't come in there and like destroy everybody's thought process, but you have light conversation, come kick it, whatever. And sometimes you just say, hey, I'm working on something. I need to run this by you. You know who's really good at that? Michelle. Michelle is very good at, hey, I'm in the middle of doing this. Let me run this by you real quick. And then she'll show you some slides and melt your face. And you'll be like, damn, girl. Damn. Right? And so she's really good at it. She makes some dope slides, right? So you come in here, and then you get we have a new chat we set up for the people that are in the silver group, so you can talk to your contemporaries, and that's over here on the side. And then there's a silver hangout for when we do our Discord meetings and things like that, right? So you get pre-show and after show, you get co-working, and you get early access, like, private streams, private promotions. If we're coming up with something fun and there's going to be some ticket sales, you get access to it before anyone else, right? So in this particular area, right, the people that are into the silver room, we will have our sessions like we do on Saturday now. There may not be as many, but we will have some, right? That's the gold members are going to get that, we come in there every week and we work, right? So there'll be sessions. There just might not be every weekend, but you'll get enough advance notice to know when you should show and when you don't want to show. But those sessions are great. We get a lot of stuff done when we're in there. Then now the gold people, just checking to make sure nobody got no questions. Gold people already know what they do. They're in there. Um, and let's see, they get all of the above, same as the silver and bronze folks, but then they get that private chat, they get the gold hangout, they get the pre-shows, after shows, co-working, early access, but we get our weekly group check-in on Saturdays, which we already do. They already know that, right? And then they get a monthly coaching session, which they hook up, and there's a special place for them to do. And then thanks to Keely, we added something dope. We added something where it auto promotes your YouTube streams. So if Paul or Gretchen or Luis or India, Janice, some of the people who are in the Gold Squad right now, if they post a stream or whatever, we have a section on the side that shows you where the events are. Like everyone gets notified that that stream is coming. So, when you see their streams, be a community member, go visit, say hi, be cordial in the chat, help people who are new to the chat, treat it as if you were a special guest at their house, how you help other guests at their house, because that's what we do. We help each other out, right? So that is their boom, boom, boom. Right. All right. Let me see what Kevin has said. Now, on top of all of this, we got a page, right? Most of you guys have been going to creatorcoach.live to find all of the myriad things. I'm going to type this in real quick. I have done something cool again, thanks to Miss Keeley. Boom, boom, boom. We figured this out the other day, and we waited for that bad boy to load. Oh, man, don't be slow. Dun, dun, dun. Why are you loading funny? Do that again. Come on, fingers. There you go. Why is it not loading? Gotta fix that. Dang it. Anyway, let me pull it out from the Discord server. It'll be easier. What did I do? Why you gotta break stuff live on the internet? So you go to promo page, bam, copy this link. Don't copy that floppy. And then bow. All right. So this is what it looks like. We were talking about how Marquez and, some of the other people are doing their Discord page. So this is the promotion page. CreatorCoach.live is going to point to this. Discord currently doesn't have a way for me to go do a CNAME record and adjust it. So I was doing a URL redirect, but I think it broke. So now I got to go and see if I can figure out how to fix that. But yeah, basically when you type CreatorCoach.live, it will bring you over here. Everybody who's already doing their membership through that, I will give you a different link that you can use to keep doing it there. You don't have to move it if you don't want to. If you want to move it, move it. I like to move it, but you don't have to. Either way, I'm going to keep you abreast of that. So basically covers the same thing, but it's really cool that when you set yours up, you will have a page to help promote your stuff. And so there that is there. It just looks cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Beth says the audience on LinkedIn is amazing. The average per capita income is $71,000. It used to be over $100K. The LinkedIn's audience has more disposable income than other platforms. Turn on creator mode. Yes, exactly. Did all of that above, and that's one of the reasons why I want to put more focus on LinkedIn, because again, everybody's trying to fight for this TikTok thing, and I'm like, but you're trying to be the cool old people in a crowd of people that's not there to look to find a way to spend money. LinkedIn people are looking to grow, looking to enhance their skill levels, looking to get a better job, all of the above. So they're coming to the gym with the purpose of working out. It's a whole different game. Each year since 2017, I get passive income. That's at least 3 months engagement and 5 figures per month. Businesses are not a play for quality, B2B. See? Dang, that's what we're talking about. Oh, there it is. There it is. Thank you, Kills. Now I got it. I don't know why my thing broke. It was working, but it broke. Current best way to change status is via Discord. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I just think it's a little bit easier. How can I have a calling number for my live streams? Easy. Man, I just did this. Um, oh, Paul, dang it. What's the name of it? It's super easy. Call in studio. There it is. It's actually pretty cool. I did a test with Paul and Daniel the other week. It's actually pretty cool. Actually, see, I have money in my account. Call in studio is pretty cool. You get a number. People can call that number, and then you can either moderate it yourself or you can have other people moderate it. The moderator can live on the phone somewhere totally different, but it's really really cool. And I got a vanity phone number, the whole 9 yards. Not bringing it to this stream. I was testing for a client, but yeah, um, not bringing it to this stream at all. And oh my God, there's parts of me that wish so much I could tell you who that client is because y'all'd be amazed, but I can't. So it's cool. Call in studio. Call in studio is legit. So yeah, that's one of the changes that's going to pop off. We set the Discord server membership up, and I still want to make a channel membership for YouTube, and it's mostly just so that the people that have been ride or die forever, you can get your icons and your special membership only streams. That's the one thing that's hard to do unless you do it in YouTube. I can do them in Discord. They don't have the same je ne sais quoi as doing it on YouTube. The other advantage of doing it on YouTube is very easy for you to get to this replay access and watch it again and do things like that. So I will have to turn that on. And unfortunately, I don't know if Renee ran away or not. We need to be able to weigh. We need to be able to weigh. We need to have a way to allow us to manually add someone to the YouTube membership as if they were gifted, right? In any other platform, I can give someone a membership, but on YouTube, there's no easy way to give someone a membership. So in other words, what that would allow me to do, if someone had a gold level membership, there's roughly 12 of them. I would want to just add them to the YouTube one because they're already, at $100 a month. So I don't want to charge them 105 to be on the thing. There's no easy way to do that. Oh, that's so cool. A random dialer to wish people Merry Christmas. That's fantastic. That is super cool. All right, gang. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be in LA on Tuesday. So, I'm going to be teaching this Final Cut thing. Super excited about this. This is kind of crazy. I cannot wait. It's going to be fan glorious in the Wu-Tang Sword style. If I go down here and then click on Los Angeles, scrolly, I get to cruise with all of the Final Cut people. I'm super sad that JJ, Jan Jager's not going to be able to come this go around. She's been supplemented by another person. But got Tom Buck's older brother, Matt, over here. But like I know Steve and Mark really, really well. I've watched Nick for years. I know Josh not as well as the other two, but yeah. But it's gonna be fun to hang out with these guys. And so I'm gonna be up there teaching Tuesday. So there'll be no stream on Tuesday. And then Saturday, I will be in Kyoto. I'd be like, I would come on and the stream would just be City of Mine, Konnichiwa, bitches. Yeah, that's it. It's gonna be it. It's super dope. I'm looking forward to the new year. I just want to give you guys the energy to come in fired up. Fired up. So, bam. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no easy way to do it, right, Kill? So we looked at it. We looked long and hard. We even thought about, like, if we had to write our own Discord bot, which we can't do. So there's no easy way right now. So it's just going to be a thing where it's mostly for the icon and for member-only streams or whatever. Yeah. I just want you to know, if it was up to me, I would just fix it so that I could do it, but there's no way to do it. I don't want anybody going, oh my God, it's just the money grab. I think you guys know me better than that, but there's always some ding dong. So we're cool with them. They can do what they want to do. Uh, but if you haven't done so already, I would appreciate it. I know that the people who come and hang out would love to have you. Join the Drop Squad. You can pick a level, pick whatever color pops your socks. And, I look forward to just doing all the myriad things. Right, right. Keely says, Scott bot writers, we just can't break into their system. I should have explained that better. Um, yeah, it's been a good year. I feel like this year has been a good year. As good as I wanted it to be, never. I am hard on myself. Regardless of what Aubrey Sign says, I'm hard on myself. But I'm hard on myself because I want to give the best that I can give to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Todd. Let me remember to do that. Thank you, Todd. So yeah, I work hard to make sure that I can give you guys what you guys need, and so therefore I always want to hone my skills so that I can share them with you. I think it's a highly important function of what I do. So I feel like this year has been fantastic. The best portions of the year for me, honestly, has been Dallas hanging out with Rich for like a week was so much fun. Like I had a blast. I knew from way back in the day when we first met Rich in the chat or from Vlogmas 2 years ago when Rich made that video about I got nothing. I knew that me and Rich was peoples. And then so getting to meet Rich in real life and hang out with him, uh, man, nothing better. Everybody, if you get a chance to go meet the gentle giant himself, Rich is the man. That was a highlight of the year. Then from there, going to Albany to get the chance to hang out with Michelle and Keely and Gretchen, Aubrey, Dickie Sarkeesian, a whole bunch of people. Miles was there, Gigi was there. Yeah, it was fun to catch up and get to see my people in real life. Um, Michelle is short, like 5'1" short. She gonna say 5'2". She lying, but true story. She does have leopard shoes. She does have leopard shoes. So I got to sit at the conference table with Dickie Sarkeesian and copy off his paper. So we had a blast. We threw some axes. Keely probably wanted to throw it at some people, but we didn't allow her to do that. That was super fun. Oh yeah, Andrew's here. Oh snap! I didn't know you was in the chat, homie. Yes, got to meet Mooney in real life, which was great. Super great. Thank you, Mooney, man. It was super good to meet you. Um, the other thing that I don't want to miss because it was absolute blast. This year we had our social media marketing world get together, so got a chance to meet Buck Nation and Kali. Glenda came through, Victor came through. Got to meet a whole bunch of people there. K Walk was in the building. Got to meet K Walk. She's awesome. She just comes to things. Yeah, that was super good. And I think another one is I took my family on vacation. And this was not about work. It was just about vacation. But I got to meet Elaine and Dina and Shelly in their home turf. Elaine took us out. We had a fantastic time. You guys know Baba, mother-in-law, she just loves the gardening, anything to do with gardening outdoors or whatever. So we went to Bellevue Botanical Gardens and traipsed around the forest. I was thinking, where's a good place to bury a body? But, I'm joking. We had a fantastic, traipse around the forest and just, chance to spend some time outside being creative. Again, that's one of those things where it just fires up your creative juices. Couldn't wait to get back and start doing some things. Next day, got to ride dirty with Dina. We went to Amazon Spheres. We kicked it. We had a fantastic time. Now I've been evicted from my family. Mother-in-law's favorite person is Dina now, not me. I have some feelings about that, but I continue to remain friends with Dina. I don't know why. But, that was another fantastic highlight of the year. Man, just the way that like Dina and Elaine and Shelly embraced my family and just shared themselves with them. Like this is stuff that all of our friends told us. Oh, you want to be a person on the internet? You can't get friends on the internet. The next time somebody says that, I don't want you to swear back at them. I don't want you to tell them no, that's not true. I just want you to go like real fast in the face right here so that they understand that that's blasphemous. That is pure blaspheme, right? Like absolutely. If it used to be, if you ask my mother-in-law who's her best friend, she would say me. Now she says Dina. Some bullshit. Anyway, then of course I cannot go without mentioning Mr. Camera Junkie, my Padawan. Spent close to a month with him, close to a month, and fantastic. Like you guys have never met a more dedicated, like hardworking person than Luis. And Secret Squirrel, Luis is a stand-up comedian. Dude got jokes for days. Just don't make him laugh when you need him to be quiet because it's really loud. It's Puerto Rican. It just comes out. Pa! Yo, Luis, chill out, bro. But we had such a good time. Man, it was great. We got to, drive up and down the coast together, talk story, hang out with Aiden, and, just watching Luis do what Luis does with his son is a reminder to me that I do what I do so that he can do what he do. You know what I'm saying? When I see what Keely and Gretchen and Michelle and everybody's doing, it reminds me to keep doing what I'm doing because me doing what I'm doing allows them to do what they doing, right? Again, proudest moment is watching Keely crush. I don't mean like sprinkle a little sauce in the corner. Yo, she splashed a freaking 55-gallon of drum of sauce all over the stage. Her and Gigi just bodied the stage at POV. And some of the top creators in the world was like, hey, I need to talk to you after this because I got some questions. And I'm like, yeah, LGL fam in the building. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that part, I swear to you, from conversations about what we're doing and how we're going to grow and how we're going to expand our knowledge and how we're going to make the impact to seeing the impact being made with your actual eyeballs. Everybody who was at that POV, so, Michelle and Andy and India and Elo and Camera Junkie and Aiden, like everybody saw Keely like do her thing, saw Gigi do their thing, right? LD from Short, like do her thing. Like you got to see it in real life. And hopefully that inspired you to want to be like, who got next? I'm in there. So I know that I keep telling you guys, I don't know why, these are random dreams that I have to myself, but I believe that someone in our circle is fitting to explode. And the good part is, you're all good bit to be like, I knew her when she had just started out. You know what I'm saying? Why'd I say her? I think Keely brainwashed me. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying? It's fixing to help. It's fixing to help. Yeah, and then Gretchen won the damn grand prize, which is some BS. I don't know why she won. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Bez, man. my friends on the internet was imaginary, but now people are saying that their wives are mad at me because they keep buying stuff, and I'm like, nope. Today I started with don't buy nothing. Just look at what you got, reassess it, start making some things. Man, family, you guys are dope. You guys make this easy. And I just want to say thank you. I appreciate y'all for, pulling up another good year. Man, there not even going to be one. So we finna have to make our own. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Let's put this out. Let's put this out in the universe. Even though Keely hates it when I say these things, I'm going to say it anyway. Let's put this one out in the universe. I think sometime this year. Maybe we'll do September. Maybe we'll do September because it's my birthday. Hopefully, but there's a lot of stuff happening in September. That might be hard. Anyway, let's figure out a time. I know there's not going to be a POV this year, but I think it would be dope if we had a LGL family get together, and I'm going to pick a city out of pure selfish reasons. Anybody disagree with me, we'll fight about it in the community. If you're in silver or gold, we'll have a place for you to talk about it and we'll get it done. I'm going to pick the final destination will be based off of what we come up with in the community, but I'm going to put in my vote. Okay. I'm about to put in my vote. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. This is my vote. Here we go. And then this is purely selfish reasons. And again, I don't care what you got to say, but this is what I want to do. And we can pick somewhere different. But let's go. Bam. That's my vote. Let's pick a time. Let's start working out dates. Let's see if we can figure it out. I want to do it. Oh, that was a typo. Todd said that was a typo. Todd said it was a typo. Todd, you trying to get me beat? I'm more afraid of Michelle and Aubrey and Felicia and Janice than I am of you. So, sorry, Todd. Okay. They're small. They're all short. But if they collectively start boxing my artificial knees, I'm screwed. So, yo, let's do this. Let's do this. I think I would love to figure out a way. I don't got to pick a time, right? I would like us to just start figuring out how we're going to do it. And I'd like to figure this out sooner. Let's make it a point to have this figured out by the end of February so everybody has ample time to get their ducks and whatever is in rows, right? You can get dog sitters, babysitters, whatever, right? I know Kathy can whip down from North Carolina. Both Kathys can carpool from North Carolina together because both Kathys are in North Carolina. It's a short, Southwest or Spirit Airlines or something from the Bay Area. So we can get anybody, we get Paul on the plane. Got to bring oxygen tanks and stuff, but, just old people, man. That's how it works. Yeah, Luis can drive from Miami, right? Yeah. I think that's it. Hey, Luis, Hawaiian Airlines doesn't fly to Hotlanta, but Hawaiian Airlines flies to Orlando. So you're quick to get to Orlando. So maybe as I'll come to Orlando, and then me, you, and Neff will go to Hotlanta together. Yeah, we'll figure this out. We're going to figure this out. Anyway, everybody who has after party access, let's drop over to the Discord and do a quick little after party. And then, yeah, man, I love you guys. Thank you for making the year. I want everybody to speak this into existence, except Keely, because she don't believe us. I can just see the shade face right now. Let me check and see if there's actual shade face popping right now to get the live preview of the shade face. Man, I'm stuck on this page. It's not doing what I wanted to do. Here it goes. And there it is. And yes, there is shade face. I knew it. Okay, guys, let's jump over to the after party. And then, Luis, we got to make sure we don't miss the flight. And gang, I love you. I will see you guys maybe from Japan on some random ass streams. But other than that, I'm out like shout. You guys rock. I see you in class. Go Squad, I see you in class. Everybody else, enjoy your vacay. Mele Kalikimaka, Happy New Year.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. it never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine.